This week on Inside Boulder News, the West Boulder Senior Center reopens after making significant flood repairs. The 15th Street Design District installs new artwork from a recent Boulder High School graduate. Open space in mountain parks catches a variety of rarely seen critters on video. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. Last year, almost 60,000 seniors used the West Boulder Senior Center for a variety of services, including educational seminars, support groups, and meals. On September 12th, the facility was closed to the public due to significant flood damage. It opened for the first time since then this week.
It feels wonderful. It feels so wonderful, and to see our seniors again, our regulars come back, and our new people who hadn't been here before. It just feels great to be able to offer this center for the community again. The flood caused an enormous amount of damage to the building. We had to tear out carpet, we had to retile bathrooms and take out commodes. We had to strip some walls, some parts of walls down to the drywall and even beyond, and we had to repaint and rebuild everything.
The building is where Meals on Wheels happens. This is our offices, it's our kitchen, it's our cafe, it's everything to us. The main part of our program is home delivered meals. We deliver about 200 meals every weekday. We use 125 drivers, so it's like moving the military around. And then we also have this cafe, Cafe Classico, which is open 5 days a week, and then for Tuesday night dinners, and you're witnessing a Tuesday night dinner. All of these faces are familiar. We have so many regulars who count on this as their one outing a week. We're so pleased to be back where we belong, and we have a big job ahead of us. There are always people who need a meal delivered to their homes to help them stay home, stay independent. And that's what we're all about, is helping people stay home and stay independent.
Diners of all ages are welcome at Tuesday night dinners at the West Senior Center. Dinner is served at 5:30 p.m. at Cafe Classico and is only $6 per person. Call 303-441-3148 to make reservations. For more information on programs available at the West Senior Center, log on to BoulderColorado.gov/seniors. Typically, when we hear Boulder Fire Rescue, we think of fires, floods, and other disasters. But most of the calls Boulder Fire Rescue receives are actually medical. We spoke with firefighters about a very common incident that they encounter: sudden cardiac arrest. Portable AEDs make it possible for people to respond to an emergency where someone loses heart function. Intern reporter Morgan Boydston has more about the importance of AEDs in saving lives.
AED is easier to use than learning or remembering CPR.
Brian Marin had just been hired as a firefighter for the department and was off duty playing softball when he saved the life of a man who went into cardiac arrest.
We got to the patient, immediately recognized he was in cardiac arrest. We started CPR, and the ball field staff went to the office, pulled their AED, shocked the patient, brought back a heartbeat so we could feel a pulse. From there, all we did was manage an airway. By the time we got to the hospital, he was sitting up and talking.
A victim's chance of surviving drops by 7 to 10% for every minute a normal heartbeat isn't brought back. Thankfully, AEDs have become easily accessible to the public and are safe to use due to their automated and intuitive directions. They are becoming very common in city buildings, schools, airports, and recreational areas.
Brian, could you walk us through how to use an AED?
Absolutely. So AEDs are very easy to use. First thing you'll notice, it's a machine inside a box. So if we pull it out, we open the machine, it's going to turn itself on, and it'll prompt you for everything after that.
Tear open package and remove pads.
So very simple. The package inside is 2 electrodes with a diagram on the front. Shows you exactly where to place them on the patient. Place the pads on, and the machine pretty much takes over from there. So the machine will analyze the rhythm in the heart, and if it recognizes as a rhythm it wants to shock, it will shock the patient.
Before using an AED, it is crucial that you immediately call 911 for assistance and check to see if the person has a pulse. You should perform chest compressions if they do not have a pulse and aren't breathing.
It's very common. I always tell people it's more common probably than being in a fire. You're going to witness somebody in cardiac arrest in your lifetime.
Studies have shown that 90% of the time, AEDs are able to detect a rhythm that should be defibrillated.
We have AEDs on every single engine, usually within 3 or 4 minutes to the patient, and that's pretty fast. So we're able to provide life-saving care, CPR, and use the AED. It's a great, easy tool that saves a life. It's a wonderful feeling to be able to save someone's life if you can.
Boulder Fire Rescue runs roughly 11,000 calls a year, and about 80% of those calls are medical related. There are 7 fire stations located throughout the city, making it likely that firefighters will be first on the scene. To learn more about BFRD and to find the station nearest to you, visit BoulderColorado.gov/fire rescue. Over the past 10 months, Open Space and Mountain Parks has collected video and images of the wildlife that calls Boulder home. Using motion detecting cameras, they've been able to capture these animals going about their normal business. These images are very useful for understanding sensitive habitats, and a few of them have caught the OSMP staff by surprise.
The biggest one we had was the northern river otter on Boulder Creek, which is an animal that we haven't seen in the city of Boulder in over 100 years. So to us, it was something that, it's on our radar for being in the general region, but we never really hoped or dreamed that we'd actually see one. So that was really exciting for us to see that, kind of have some solid evidence that, yep, there they are.
You can see the whole video and other images of local wildlife at BoulderColorado.gov/OSMP. Like many cities of its size, Boulder's primary focus during snowstorms is keeping main artery streets clear so people can go about their business safely. But this winter, in response to community feedback, the city will also be plowing some side streets. The effort is part of a pilot program with a specific set of criteria.
For us to deploy the pilot project right now, it requires 8 inches of snow or greater, followed by 3 consecutive days of below freezing temperatures. We did a street slope analysis, which was a very high-tech way of going about finding out which streets have a certain grade or slope from one end to the other, meaning that they are slanted or sloped north to south, east to west, and would require additional traction or additional snow removal to make them safe for travel.
For more information about snow and ice removal as well as winter travel safety, visit BoulderColorado.gov/publicworks and select the snow and ice removal link. New artwork was installed this week as a part of a project to improve the 15th Street Design District. Recent Boulder High graduate Isaac Dolores collaborated with city planners, his teacher, and a local artist for more than a year. Together, they came up with a design that is safe for the public, durable, and stays true to his vision.
I just want the overall feeling that I get when coming to Boulder. I wanted to put that onto the railing and the artworks, and I want people to feel that. And I'm thinking when they're looking at the piece, they'll afterwards turn and look back towards the mountains and kind of hopefully get that feeling as well.
Isaac is currently studying at the Art Institute of Chicago and will see his creation displayed on 15th Street for the first time when he comes home for winter break. You can look for additional artwork and improvements to the 15th Street Design District in the spring. All of the improvements are paid for through a capital improvement bond approved by voters in 2011. For details about the project, log on to BoulderColorado.gov/bond projects. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to BoulderChannel8.com and click on subscribe.